Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to share this watch with you. We're going to discuss it. I'd like to show you some of the features. It is a Casio DB-360 Databank watch. Also today I want to discuss how important these are in today's world and do a comparison with these watches. I have a comparison with 3 other Databank watches from the last few years, so that should be interesting. Just going to do a visual comparison, compare the straps, and hopefully compare the backlights as well. So that should be interesting. It's going to be a fun video, and hopefully you can stay with me till the end, and we'll finish with some final thoughts. By the way, we'll do a wrist check. What am I wearing today? And it's a Casio. Have a look at that big beast and do a review on that shortly. Anyway, here we go. This is the Casio DB-360 Databank watch. This is a fairly current model and still available for sale, brand new from Casio, I believe. Less than $100, I would imagine you could pick up one of these for. So let's have a look at some of the features and let's have a look at that light. So if we turn the lights down, and if we hit the top right button, you can see there it's got a green LED light, which works quite well to illuminate the face in dark situations and at night time. The watch itself has a resin case, chrome plated, chrome coloured resin with a stainless steel strap, adjustable bracelet there. It's reasonably comfortable. And if we get up close, let's go through the modes. Have a look there. You can see there's your Databank mode. You've got 2 buttons on the front. You can flick through the various entries that you may have in your Databank. And if we go forward again, you can see there we've got the alarm. Now this watch does have 5 alarms, and that makes it quite useful. In certain situations, you may or may not need 5 alarms, but there they are. 5 alarms, and if we proceed further, we have a stopwatch, 24-hour stopwatch, which works well, just like most of the other Casio watches. Okay, so moving forward from the stopwatch, we're going to find a countdown timer. So let's cycle through countdown timer, and there you go, and that can be set to, I believe it's up to 24 hours. And then you have dual time as well for an alternate time zone. So very functional, very practical watch, and it certainly has most of the standard features that you would expect from a modern Casio digital watch. And there we go. The styling, I'm not too sure if it's my cup of tea, so to speak. It's got that kind of cheap looking plastic resin case. I would have preferred if it was black, but that's okay. It is what it is. Now let's do a comparison. Here on the left we have a DB-810. This is an older model Databank watch, and we're going to do a comparison there. You can see the differences with the design and the backlight. We'll put the backlights on together and see if I can show you both at the same time. The DB-810 on the left and the DB-360 on the right. And you can see the 810 has the electroluminescence, which covers the entire screen evenly, whereas the DB-360 has just a single LED light. So they're the differences. I think the 810 on the left is a nicer looking watch, but that's just my opinion. We'll turn the lights back on so we can continue this small comparison. Yeah, it has a more of a square shaped body case and a nicer font style as well. The 810 is older, but I believe it looks nicer. I also prefer the bracelet. The bracelet looks cleaner. But I think with each of these models, they did change the style and the bracelet type. So the DB-810 is from the mid to late 1990s, I believe. So there's the first comparison there. You can see I'm not going to go into the features because they're pretty much the same. There are differences. The next one I have here is a DB-520 on the left. This is an older watch, and there you can see the night light on the 520 is rather dim, as they were in the late 80s, early 90s. But again, it is a nicer, so I prefer these older ones. I think they just look nicer for some reason. The next one we've got here is the DB-580. This is a 580, again with a different bracelet and slightly different features. Unfortunately, the backlight on that one does not work. So that's just a quick look. Let's look at those bracelets. You can see here on the 360, that's your modern bracelet. These ones, these older models have more of the straight lines, simplistic. So guys, you might be asking, as most of us would in 2024, 2025, why would you want a Databank watch? Why do you need a Databank watch? In this era, we have our cell phones. Mobile phones and devices can take care of everything. But what if you're traveling overseas? Let's say you go to a new city that you're unfamiliar with and you lose your luggage, or your phone goes missing or is stolen. You're going to be in some trouble. So it is good to have a backup plan. Even if you're in a remote area like trekking through the snow or exploring the wilderness in some remote location. If you lose your luggage or your mobile phone, you're going to be in some trouble. And if it does happen to you, you're in some strange village and everything has gone wrong, here's how the Databank watch can help you. First of all, you can store your passport number inside your watch to recall if you lose your passport. Emergency services phone numbers can be on your wrist at all times. You may need the number for a taxi. Now just remember, you might be in a country that does not speak English, so these numbers are important to be prepared. And of course, the number of a local contact, somebody you trust in that foreign country, his or her number. And of course, the embassy details, the telephone address of your local embassy in that foreign country also. Your hotel phone number would be handy if you lose your luggage and you need to contact your hotel. And if you want to record a time of an incident that may have happened, you can also jot that down in your Databank watch. You might be asking, well, how can you call someone if you've lost your phone? Well, there are telephones around. You can always ask for help. Where there are people, there's always a way to communicate. So, guys, for the traveller, if you are someone that likes to explore other countries and you enjoy cultural enrichment and seeing the world, then this watch could save your life. It could be very helpful and very useful in an emergency. A lot of information can be stored permanently and you never need to charge the watch. Well, that concludes this episode on the Casio DB-360. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And we'll see you next time with another wristwatch review. Bye for now.